How's the pills situation in the area? What would you say is the highest drug rate thing going around the area? Pills, meth?
It used to be pills.
Okay.
But when Ronnie Lawson first took office, he went through Hawkins County and busted everybody for pills.
Oh, really?
I mean, they were bringing it in from I don't know where, everywhere, I guess, but
Right.
he sent a lot. Yeah, he busted a lot of people, and then I guess meth kind of took over. I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. That's pretty bad.
Well, yeah.
So
it is.
when Ronnie Lawson says it's not a bad drug area, is it safe to say that he's lying at that
Well,
point?
I wouldn't call him a liar because police do things to kind of throw people off. So
Okay.
I don't want to call him a liar.
Okay, so that might have been a strategic
Right.
move, maybe. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yep. Right.
And I ended up going to jail. I almost got shot that night.
You almost got shot that night.
You know, because me and him almost got into a fight and everything,
Okay.
and then Candace or whoever, the mom was here, and they was thinking I was a super bad guy out partying all night and stuff in Utah or whatever, and they called the law, so I left. I passed the law out on the highway, and I thought to myself, man, I'm gonna straighten this out. And so I turned around and come back up to the house, but my driveway is so steep that I had to hot rod it to get up my driveway because it's really bad. Even Chris McDonough said you gotta have a four-wheel drive. So they thought I was being aggressive. I was really just trying to get up the driveway,
Okay.
you know, because it was slick and everything. I only have two-wheel drive. And so when I got to the top of the driveway, all guns were aimed at me and everything. And
Oh.
they made me get down on the ground and all that stuff. And,
Wow.
yeah, so
Candace can hold her own, man.
Yeah, so they thought, you know, I'm just this super bad dude that just don't give a damn and everything, but that wasn't the case at all. I mean, we've talked about this and we get it now, you know, but
What kind of gun was it?
it was
I
just
know.
you do know?
I do know, but I want you to say it so people don't think
Oh.
I'm helping you out or whatever.
It was just a little 22 long rifle. It was a 22 mag black powder that I had loaded, and I kept it in my glove box under. I figured that was the safest place to keep it because there's
Yeah.
a lot of.
But you're
traffic,
allowed
you know.
as a
Yes.
you're a felon, are you?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
sorry. You are allowed a black powder.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make that clear for
Right.
setting the streets straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm allowed to have a black powder firearm.
Okay.
Or multiple black powder firearms. I can even have a black powder cannon if I want.
Oh shit. You might need it for Beach Creek, hey.
I might get a few up here.
Okay. All right, let's keep going.
It's
Yeah.
like my DUI. They lied like dogs on my DUI.
Well, we know that, yeah, I know how it goes. Trust me.
I mean,
Okay.
they're going to make it sound like you're just a straight monster to get that conviction or whatever.
Yeah.
I asked for video on my DUI, and they said we don't have cameras and blah blah blah. So I said you guys didn't have no probable cause at all. The only probable cause they had was I happened to be on YouTube that night,
Right.
and all these people calling in. And that's otherwise I wouldn't have never went to jail for my DUI.
So I have a question. Hawkins County doesn't have to wear the body cameras?
I know, isn't that something? I think it was
Yeah.
some kind of convenience or something. Yeah, there was no footage at all.
Oh,
But they
okay,
said
that's
I was,
interesting.
okay, this is what's real interesting. You can get I blew a .085, which is 5 thousandths over the legal limit. So I definitely, I got a DUI.
Yeah.
But that's like a beer and a half, maybe 2 beers.
Yeah.
And they said I was falling down drunk after having 2 beers. I don't think so. Yeah, they lied and said I was falling down drunk on the police report.
Have you did request the video for that?
Yeah, they said they don't have video.
Oh, they don't have it. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe I should call for funsies and see what they tell me.
Yeah.
They probably tell me the same thing as you anyway, because they probably know we talk, but whatever. All right, let's get fast forward here a little. Let's get.
Well, where it's gonna be when they drop them.
I do want to tell you something.
Yeah.
But do you feel it? Because sometimes parents can have an intuition. Do you and Candace do you feel that she's not living anymore?
No, I don't feel like that. I feel,
Okay.
Well, since the whole CPS issues come up, I mean, at first I was thinking some meth had got her,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and took her out, and then just, you know, I don't, you know, them kind of thoughts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But since the whole CPS thing's come up, and the possibility that, I mean, we know kids are kidnapped and taken all over the world, and they, of course, they don't know how they got there, you know, or who adopted them out or whatever, and some of them come out in good shape.
Yeah.
So we just don't know. We don't have a clue. All we know is CPS was up here the day before. They was up here the day after.
So was a police officer.
Everything else, yeah, and all kinds of scandals and crap going on all the way from Chris McDonough to the fake search teams to the, I mean, it was
Fake search
unbelievable.
teams.
Oh,
well, yeah, there was a couple. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, like YouTubers, you mean?
the sidekicks, just all kinds of drama, all kinds of people here making all kinds of money off of summer. And then they take the reward fund that you kind people out there sent on my daughter's behalf, and I thank you very much. God bless you. People sent in all kinds of money. It was up to $75,000.
Yes, it was.
And Hawkins County took y'all's money.
Damn.
And divvied it up however they divvied it up to some fake children's fund or whatever. That's all fake. That's bullshit too. I just want y'all to know.
I did not like hearing that, but you're right. Yeah, they did that.
Absolutely. You think
That's
it
crazy.
went into they all portrayed to be, oh, we're about the children, we're about this, we're about that bullshit. That shit went in their bank accounts, I promise you.
Yeah, I mean, it got divvied up amongst some of the same people who actually have fraud and theft on their record from Churchill, right? So that was pretty crazy.
It's the way it is. I'm sorry. It's how
That's
it is.
not your fault.
It's how it
You
works.
fought to keep it going for summer. We all saw that. So you did
all you people
what you could.
that sent money, you know, it went to. I'm sorry. I just don't trust none of them anymore. But I would like to kind of back up a little bit. If
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, sure.
So, you know, a month prior to this, we had CPS, you know, up our ass because somebody called and said that we was giving our kids loaded guns to play with. Okay. This is crazy. I mean, so we've been trying to gather records from CPS on who was the caller and all this, and they want to be all secretive and stuff. They don't want to tell us, you know, I don't understand why, or if this is something made up by them or something, or what, I don't know. So June 14th, the day before all this that you know, the swimming hole thing,
Yeah.
June 14th, they, you know, we've been dealing with them and everything. They'd come to the house and everything was fine according to them. And so they closed the case on June 14th.
Okay.
They brought a supervisor up here, and I can't remember her name. We've vetted this woman's name, looked into her, and everything seems to be legit. Okay, with her and the previous caseworker, the day they closed the case. But I would like to say that this woman was looking around our house, watching Summer carefully and stuff, because I remember clearly I was there when I got home from work.
Okay.
And Summer was running around, and the boys had their motorcycles, and they were like showing off to the caseworkers and stuff how good they could ride their motorcycles and stuff. And Waylon had his little electric motorcycle from Walmart's and running around and stuff. And so they said they closed that case because of whoever called and said we was, and I can't imagine who would call and say that I was giving my kids loaded guns to play with or whatever. It's so ridiculous. I don't understand that.
Okay.
But they closed the case. Everything was fine according to CPS. And almost exactly 24 hours later, after the swimming hole incident and everything, while I'm still at work, she disappears.
Mm-hmm.
And is gone.
Mm-hmm.
And after all the crazy stuff and all this unimaginable crap with the police and CPS, I mean, all this stuff. We had forensics up here, the whole 9 damn yards, and search teams everywhere. And so CPS shows back up in their little car, came from the driveway. I should have told them, believe me, now I know. I would have told them, you get the freak off the property fast. You better get out of here real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But my dumbass, you know, I didn't know any better. So they said they wanted to reopen the case because of Summer's disappearance and everything. Little did I know, the whole thing. They, in the end, after a few weeks of them up our ass, they thought it would be a good idea to get the boys out of a dangerous situation, which it was dangerous. Mm-hmm. And I kind of agreed with them because it was very scary and everything that was going on.
So you didn't fight it very much?
I didn't really fight it. And of course they were saying, hey, this is a temporary thing. That we're going to get your kids back, blah, 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 bullshit, lying sons of bitches. I fucking hate them motherfuckers. I'm sorry. I'm getting worked up. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's understandable.
Man, this is a $70 billion fucking mafia. CPS and family court is a mafia. It's about $70 billion. That's what it's about to these motherfuckers. They take people's kids all day long, day in and day out. Mm-hmm. I think, you know what, this video you're showing has nothing to do with Chris McDonough, the YouTubers and whatever, and all these people. It has nothing to do with Summer's disappearance. I think CPS has something to do with Summer's disappearance.
We're going to start digging into...
Yep. I'm going to state it plainly right now.
Okay.
They have something to do with Summer's disappearance. That's my theory. I believe that.
Okay.
And that's where I stand. And so my apologies to all the great people out there and all this stuff and all the fighting and everything that's been going on. Man, they got away clean. Man, these are professionals. Like, it's something, I mean, you look at the big picture and over the years and everything and all the commotion and everything that's going on, everything that was thrown at us, and the way the CPS fucked us over out of our kids and everything else, these sorry sons of bitches.
Would you think that it's CPS more so than like Jody Sue? Because I know, didn't she offer to buy your property, some cash offer or whatever? She wanted you all gone.
Well, I don't want to... I don't know what Jody Sue's deal is, and I don't know what all these people's deal is, and the conspiracy theories and all this stuff. This is people we're dealing with, and people tend to, I guess, do these kind of things. I don't know. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Well, I think you guys that don't believe, you'll be surprised. We're going to share some stories that Don and I have found. As well as
there's a lot more coming, sure. There's a lot more coming.
There is, and there'll be stuff. Again, there's stuff that Don, and I told Don, like, he's took a serious behind the scenes investment in what he believes, and he's always, one of our first conversations, he told me that what he is thinking in his mind that no one would believe, and I'm pretty sure this is what he was talking about because he never wanted to speak publicly about it.
And wouldn't this be a great cover? I mean, nobody in the world would think the CPS would do something like this. Oh no, I mean,
Well, of
I'm not
course they
trying to be
wouldn't.
mean to your people and people listening. I, I mean, wouldn't this be perfect? I mean, oh my gosh.
It's certainly, maybe this is, it's a way that we can
The
at least
whole-
educate people.
Yeah, I mean, the way everything went down, the whole 9 yards, and I guarantee you, they're in YouTube and everywhere else. Some of the most cruelest stuff you'll hear on YouTube.
Are you afraid that they'll hear what your feelings are and try to set you
I
up?
want them to hear me. Oh,
You're
they've
not afraid of
already
getting set up?
They've already set us up.
Okay.
They've got with Hawkins County and everything else. Look at everything that's happened.
Is that why they're forcing you to be in Tennessee right now?
I really don't think Hawkins County's playing the game much more.
No?
I hope not. I hope
Okay.
they'll do the right thing.
Okay.
I mean, these are police officers sworn to uphold justice. Come on, man. You know what I mean?
And what are the
saying-
steps if this all falls through? Is there more steps that you can take?
I don't know, man. I need y'all's help. I need everybody's help, please.
Well, you already know if this is really where your heart is, I'm going to help you dig into this. And people that don't understand that, then they just don't understand that. But you know what? You're taking a serious investment in your thoughts, and I see that you are, so I'm going to help you investigate this. Because it is possible.
Yes, it is. I mean, this is what CPS does.
Let's talk about that cop that was up by your property before Summer went missing, right? Not a lot of people heard that.
I talked to Benny. I tried to talk to Benny a little bit through text today.
Yeah.
He said he looked into it, I guess. And supposedly, I wish he could tell us more about it. But supposedly this cop was up here to see some girl or something. But
Let me see quick if he can
bouncing
pop
back
up.
and forth or anything. I don't see a bunch of cop cars coming in and out here or anything. And I don't even know if he's seen the cop car leaving the area at the time of Summer's disappearance. I have no clue. I think Benny knows more about it than anybody.
I just texted him to ask him if he would pop up with us for a minute. So we'll see. But I did speak with Benny about it also, and yes, there was.
Right.
There was a cop there in the area. He was seeing, who was it, Crystal or somebody in the area? I don't know what the name is, but Benny was going to look it up. Maybe we can have Benny cover that again, too.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay, let's get through the last couple minutes here.
I'd like not to keep, but
We
We're
really
almost done.
have to.
Yes,
Oh, man.
we
Okay,
gotta finish it. We gotta finish it.
All right.
to put it away.
Yeah.
And where
I'd
did you?
also like to point out, the boys were questioned by TVI. They took them to specialists, drove them far away from us, and questioned them. And they're not going to lie for nobody. And
Right.
they were the last ones to see her go down in the basement. They wanted to play. She wanted them to go down in the basement and play with toys. They were busy on their game systems, and so she went down there by herself, and that was the last time she was seen. What happened beyond that, we don't know, except for when the police dogs got there. They sniffed her clothes. They went from the basement door straight down the dog trail, and her scent disappeared on Ben Hill Road, meaning to me, she was thrown into a vehicle and taken away from here. And that's all we got to go with. That's all the police have to go with.
When CPS was
it.
at your house on June 14th, did they do a walk around the inside of your house to know the layout of your house?
Yes. And
Okay.
The supervisor was really, I can remember clearly her watching Summer
Okay.
and walking around the house and checking things out. And that really sticks out in my mind.
Okay.
And we can't figure out, we had her vetted, like I said, and she checks out, is 100%. She's, is who she says she is. She's a supervisor for CPS, and, her record looks clean, straight, and the whole 9 yards.
Okay. And how does that make you feel?
I still don't trust CPS at all, because we're looking It's a $70 billion a year mafia.
Right.
And that's the term I'm going to use because that's what they are. They take people's kids from their parents and put them in foster care to collect that $70 billion. That's
literally
all they are.
Legal kidnapping.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
The establishment.
And now that they've got them, and after they swindled my boys from me, he says, "Oh, it's just a temporary thing. We're gonna get them packaged and blah blah blah." Now we can't have no communication. They brainwashed them. They got three of my boys on damn drugs to control them because they can't control them by themselves or whatever. It's bullshit.
All three of them are medicated now.
Yes, all three of them are on drugs.
Sorry to hear that.
And not only that, from what we read from ex-CPS workers and stuff, the next move is when they get old enough, around 18, and they'll start getting them into juvenile detention and prison and everything else. And I know firsthand, when they call me and they talk to me like I'm something that they're some freaking dog crap that they're peeling off the bottom of their damn boot.
Who did that? CPS?
That's how CPS talks to you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
They
like
treated
you're
you guys
nothing,
like that?
like you're crap. Oh yeah. Yeah. And they tell you, they try to tell you that there's no hope. You need to just sign over your kids.
Is that what they were saying to you?
That's their MO. That's what they do.
Oh, so right away they were trying to get you to sign them right over.
Oh, they have.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're dirty sons of bitches.
You didn't fall for that, did you?
Oh hell no! Because luckily, thankfully, thank God, we have some good people in our lives that support us. Thank God.
Yeah.
You know, but this is what they do. I mean, I don't have all the statistics. I know they get $70 billion annually. Tennessee gets $3.3 billion annually.
$3.3 billion for Tennessee alone.
Yes. Yep. So they're going to want to keep all these kids in foster care all they can to keep that money coming into the state. Talk about some dirty motherfuckers.
Yep.
Kidnappers.
All right, we're almost done here.
All right.
So this is something that's happened in the past.
So Hunter didn't get his phone back right away like y'all did.
No. We got our phones back, but they come in and they took our TVs, tablets, and the boys' phones, and we never got any of that stuff back either.
So, okay, so you had to get new phones.
No, we got our personal phones, but like the boys' stuff, the tablets, TV. I don't know why they took all our TVs, so they took all our TVs.
Were they smart TVs?
Yeah.
That can okay, that's probably why, because they can, if you've ever hooked up your phone or whatever, that might explain why. Okay, so you still have stuff yet to get back from TBI when this is done.
Yeah, I don't expect them to bring it back.
Do they have a certain timeline though that they're allowed to hang on, or no?
No, we don't want it back. I mean, I would if there's any pictures of Summer or anything of the boys on there, that would be good. But.
Okay. Benny's up here with us.
Hey, how you doing?
How did she do on those polygraphs? Did she tell you?
Okay,
he's really misinformed on that. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Yeah, because that would have been the next night, he's saying. And
it sounds like, they've been talking and he's just repeating stuff he's heard.
Okay.
I'm not going to be mean to him at this point.
Okay. But you didn't have 2 polygraphs by the next day?
We couldn't even do the first polygraph because we were so mentally screwed up.
Okay.
I mean, we were freaking out. Where's our daughter? What's she going through? I mean, it's hard to imagine, but when it happens to you, it's horrific. There's nothing worse.
Yeah, and everything that in a polygraph, like your heart rate and everything, of course, that's all going to be off when you're panic mode.
You're not
going through something very traumatic as well.
Yeah, after going through it, I realized there's no way that you cannot lie on a polygraph. Like if he was really drugged out and you can't tell which end's up or down, maybe you're not going to get a good reading. But you wouldn't even try to polygraph test somebody like that. But
yeah, they wouldn't polygraph you if you were messed up.
If you're in your right mind, there's no way.
Did you have to drug test before polygraphing?
Yeah, we drug tested. We drug
Right.
tested in the first case that they closed. We drug tested.
Okay. All right, we're almost done. We're almost done. You ready?
I hope so.
We got 9 minutes. 9 minutes left.
Oh my gosh.
And I have it sped up, so it's not. It's actually less than that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not talking about from TBI, but you know.
TBI
Okay.
wouldn't. Hey, hold up. TBI wouldn't give him any information. No way.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting comment as
They're
well.
not gonna. They don't share information. They want information, but they don't share information.
Okay. So Benny, I know you want to have your little chit chat with Don. You can go ahead, but I know some people never heard about that cop in the area and think that I'm just making shit up for Don.
No, there was allegedly an officer in the area. There was sort of scattered reports about what he may have been doing there. Some people said that he may have been visiting someone in an outside relationship. That's them knowing that he was even married. I don't know. However, they said that he had official business. Now, also, if you can remember, I don't know if the video is still up, but Scott H. said that he actually saw or has dash cam of an officer there. The only reason he hasn't showed it is because the person who had their dash cam set up in their car when they passed the cop, the timestamp is wrong. And so he doesn't think that he can sway the community with this and the timestamp being wrong. So there was issues with what I believe, and I don't know what brand it is or anything else, but as I understand it, once you log those things in, it's kind of like it's a satellite time. It's like your phone will keep the time even though it doesn't have service on it, right? So it's batty.
What do you feel that we are missing in asking you?
Probably nothing. Like I said, I think the focus should be more on DCS.
Okay.
I think that fits way more clearly. I think I don't know.
This is how you're feeling the most happened to your daughter.
$70 billion is bigger than any mafia that has ever even. That's bigger than any mafia in our country.
Right, but Don, I want to put statistics to a side, and I want to just speak to you as two humans up here, me and Benny, who have lived life, okay? So we are very understanding.
Let's do that.
This is what's in your heart the most right now, that you really feel in your heart CPS took your daughter, yes or no?
I think I do believe they have something to do with
okay.
disappearance. Yes,
so
I do.
we can be helpful to you by investigating into
and I would really appreciate
this.
it. Yes.
Okay.
I would deeply appreciate it.
Okay, so
Yes,
that would be where you would say, if we want to help, let's look into CPS together.
Well, if you think about it, everything that's happened and the confusion and everything that was thrown into it, these people are smart. And we're talking about $70 billion worth of smart.
Some people...
And I've wondered, and I've talked about this, is some of them people in the chat, CPS workers, protecting their interests and everything, and their jobs, and their BMWs in their garage, and their boats, and their high-priced houses, and all that shit, right? CPS has a power. This is $70 billion. They place kids all over the world. They find kids all the time in other countries. Them little kids don't know how they got there or ended up there. They don't know who their abductors were or anything else. This is out of hand. $70 billion.